All right, all right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Deborah platform with another message. I will say it is a lovely, lovely, early morning in which the Most High, Ahia, has made. And I, Sister Deborah, shall and I will rest therein. Just coming with a little something here this early in the morning. I wanted to share with you that the Father was giving me some closure on how and why things end in the days of Noah. He also revealed to me so many great things. I really can't even share them with you. Being so that there are some things that one is not going to understand nor grip, even if you told the individual a million times. There's just something about the Spirit of the Most High, who is the true teacher, that if He don't give it to you, He don't want you to have it. And what He shared with me this morning was to go back to that Genesis, the book of Genesis, during the time of Noah. And what I realized is that He was trying to get me to see that where we are at today, people are not seeing the severity of the situation that is before us, because so many things are in our lives that's covering up what is actually taking place. And I think about how all these things are taking place. Let's say the people in the prisons, they talk about releasing the people in the prison system. No one is saying anything. You notice that? No one is saying anything about all the evil and unjust that's taking place. Do you know what I see in that? I see great power behind all that. For no one to say a word, no one to speak against it, no one to do anything. Why? Because the time is right before us. When things get to the point where people want to start saying something, they're going to be saying it the wrong way and doing it the wrong way. And it's going to cause exactly what the system has created, a turmoil. I heard an elderly man speak also this morning regarding what nation is. It's amazing to me how the Hebrew Israelite movement, the men and the women, the ignorance, now I can't even say it. Yeah, I'm going to say it for this one. The ignorance that's in them to not know what Matthew 24 and verse 7 is telling them. That is the purge. That is what you've been watching throughout life and throughout time, where you see movies and things that's happening in other countries where the people were going against each other, and all the killing, the violence, all of that. The Father was resting on me this morning that in the book of Genesis that speaks on Noah during the time he had to end it. Guess what it was, you guys? Guess what it was? He had to end it because the minds, he said, continually to do and think evil. Every thought and imagination of the mind, meaning the flesh, was evil continually. Then he told me this morning, now drop down, hear the whole matter. When I heard the whole matter, I heard the word violence several times. And he said, now you take this word violent, Deborah, and look it up in Hebrew. So I took the word violence, and I looked it up in Hebrew. That means wrong, violence. When the violence come in play, that's murdering, robbing, stealing, raping, all kind of wicked and evil at its highest. And I think about how I've been saying to you all, we're in the midnight hour. And I realized the Father has been speaking through me to you all, because I've been giving it to you all in parables in a way that He felt fit that you can get it as close to what you can receive, because the word itself, you never got it. It's sitting there telling us we are in the days of the coming of the Son of Man. And let me explain to you what he's saying. It's really deep, you guys. It's deep for me because it's so beautiful how he orchestrated it. The days of Noah, as is spoken in the New Testament, being like the days of Noah, being like the days of Noah. Guess what was hidden? Guess what was taken out? All the violence, the murdering, the raping, you see, the stealing, all the corrupt violence at its highest. And what Sister Deborah been calling it? The midnight hour. Hallelujah. I've been saying midnight hour, Father, yeah, all this time. And they didn't get it then. So I understand what he means. I've said it in there, Deborah. They don't want to read what I said. They don't want to receive what I said. They don't want to abide by what I said. I'm not coming back. It makes sense. Because as he suffered me to go into the deepness of Genesis chapter 6, and how he did it, he said, instead of you reading it, let it read to you. So I let Genesis 6 read to me, and I found this word violence. I said, when already I knew it was violence, because you said every imagination and the thought of a man was wicked and evil. That means it's at its highest. Guess what? That will be the only time the Son of Man will come, when it's at its worst. And he's saying, you speaking, we are at that midnight hour, giving them the trumpet is blown, Deborah. You have blown the trumpet. You have spoken to these people over and over about the hour in which we are in. He said, I son you, I son my word, and I son many. They didn't hear me. They didn't hear my word. They don't hear you. They didn't hear them yesterday. They don't hear them today. Because there's no spirit in the people to desire to know spirit and truth. So you have to go away to where that maybe a light can come on and say, yeah, you know what, that is. Now see, what I'm saying today should be a big issue. A big issue. Because when you go back to Genesis 1, you see why he destroyed the world. And he's saying it's going to be like the days of Noah. Where did they category the days of Noah? They didn't tell you. See, they said eating and feasting. And the Father said, go back to Noah and see, do you see that? So I went back to Noah. He said, now, do you see eating and feasting? I said, no. But I see marrying and giving in marriage. I see building and selling. He said, okay. Selling was the daughters. Selling was the daughters being sold to the sons of Yah and to other men. The men were selling their daughters, as you see sex trafficking today. Okay? He said it is a great thing that's going on, but because we caught in our flesh, that means self, me, mine, we're not going to see what's actually taking place that fulfilled him, his word. See, people are caught in their word and their plan and their action, and refuse and reject everything that he have said that shall be and shall come. So it's going to catch them 100. While you're planning for you, guess what? That flood, like the days of Noah, is going to drown you. Yeshua is coming. The Son of Yah, the Son of Man is coming. Not the Son of Yah. The Son of Man is coming, which is Yeshua. Okay? He's coming. The trumpet has been blown. That is what it is saying. Like the days of Noah, people going to go continuing doing what they're doing to please their flesh, and they're going to get left out, because I'm going to come like a thief in the night, and they're going to be left here. So I'm going to tell you, Hebrew Israelite men and women, you're going to be left here. There's only certain ones going with the Son of Man. It's not everybody. And you ain't gonna even know what hit you. You're not gonna even know what has hit you. You're gonna be left in this system of Babylon in this country. You're not gonna even know. That's going back to where people complain about the Christians when they said the rapture. What they don't understand, Yeshua is coming to whoop, he is out. See how the Hebrew Israelite curses the Christian? They don't even understand. They got a closer insight of how it's going to be done. Because when you go, this is what the Spirit was showing me today. When you go back into what it says, like the days of Noah, it's only talking about how the Son of Man is coming. It's talking about how the Son of Man is going to come like a thief in the night. When the world is as high as evil can get, then he's going to come and collect. He is the Son of Man. You see? And we're there, y'all. And that's, to me, that's good news for me. Because he's showing me today, this morning, the why he took me back across to Genesis 6. He's saying it wasn't that you didn't have what you need to teach them, but I want you to see not just one. I want you to see 2 and 3. I want you to see that the 4th is the closure. And he has given me that this morning. Because the days of Noah had nothing to do with eating and drinking and feasting and gathering and marrying and giving in marriage and buying and selling. That was put to oversight you. Not to oversight you, to blind you from what was really happening in the days of Noah that's going to be before you, like unto when the Son of Man comes. It's going to be just like the flood. It started to rain, and then the people were end their lives end because the rain began to rain. Well, a lot of people don't understand when you see that it rained, but you also got to understand we are on water. So not only did the water come from above, it came from underneath. You see, that's the reality of how this whole world was created. Water underneath and water from above. So they came together, okay, to drown from above and from beneath. And they met each other and brought the flood. And the boat extended in the safe part in which the Most High had protected it to be able to allow Noah and his family to survive. So this is what I'm saying. Even in Noah and his family surviving, that there, you have to be able to see it in the spiritual realm and know that the right hand of the Father was totally on that ark. Okay? But this is the thing about it. He's letting me know when I go back to Noah in the New Testament, it's got 3-4 verses saying like the days of Noah and like the days of Solomon. Solomon is put in there letting you know the level of how men going to be lovers of their own. Are not our men at that level? Even though we as women and females and a lot of professional, I ain't gonna say professional, a lot of men, they don't know that that's what's going on in their world. They don't know that's what's going on. But a lot of their friends that gets together and party hardy, go football game, a lot of them have tapped into that. So in the days of Noah, every imagination was evil and wicked. The Father is saying to me, Deborah, don't think you're going to get on this devil platform and allow these people to see. I praise him for that because it makes sense. Because in the book of Matthews and Luke, where it's telling you that it's going to be like the days of Noah, when I get to the days of Noah back in Genesis, it don't speak of eating, drinking, married, and giving in marriage. But the marriage and giving in marriage is matching Men selling, sex trafficking their daughters. And that's what men are right now doing. Sex trafficking their children. And a lot of you all don't know, these are your Negro men who doing this. These your own tribe of Judah. You think Ahia don't see that? Just because you too ignorant to see it? That's on you. But the truth of the matter, he was wanting me to see that in the days of Noah, the warning was covered up. Because it's bigger than eating and drinking. It's bigger than marry and giving in marriage. It's bigger than selling and buying. So the father said, where did that come in? He said he don't know. But it came in as wicked. Because buying and selling, now listen to what I'm saying. Hear me now. I know 100 of you all ain't gonna catch this, and it's all right with me. Because a father said, when you speak, Deborah, it's gone to the wind. That means you have spoken what I have charged you to speak. Now listen to this. Feasting, eating, marrying, and giving in marriage, buying and selling, even being like the days of Noah, shall be unlike. Being like the days of Solomon and like the days of Noah has no connection to really why he ended the world. It was at its highest. Wrong, wicked, evil at its highest. And that's where we at today. And that's why he's going to come in like a thief in the night. Because many of them going to be thinking they riding in the day. And he's coming like a thief in the night to do what? To get what is his. A lot of people bypassing that. Many are bypassing that. That's when the son of Yah, not the son of Yah, the son of man, Yeshua, is coming to get what belongs to him. It's going to be like a thief in the night. He's going to come and he's going to go. And everybody going to be still having the imagination continually of evil and wicked. So we are there today. We're in that evil and wicked. I am a prophetess in the wilderness, not a dead one, but a living one that can vouch for where we are at today. We are there. As Noah kept telling, it was said he kept telling them. But as Noah had spoken to them, when it began to say they were eating, feasting, marrying and giving in marriage and buying and selling, he was saying that they were going on by their own life, not concerned that it's going to rain and they need to come into the ark. So when it's saying, like the days of Noah, he's saying that they're going to be thinking different. They ain't going to be concerned about the Son of Man coming. And they are today, especially the tribe of Judah, the Hebrew Israelite so-called movement, they ain't about concerned about Yeshua coming for his. They didn't understand. They don't understand. Yeshua is the Son of Man, born of a woman. But he was an angel mission to come down here and die like a man for all mankind. You see? But when he came, the Father said, wait a minute, hold up, bro. You ain't coming along. They'll kill you. I've seen mines all throughout times. And they killed them. They ain't gonna let you live. But hold up. Let me hold on. Let me give you my right hand. Take my right hand. Sit down right here till I make this earth your footstool. So hold on. Yeshua, hold on. And he gave him his power, his word, and his spirit, so that he as an angel, as Yeshua, can complete the mission of the Father with Christ, the Father's beloved, only begotten. That's who Christ is. He's come to help Yeshua complete the mission of the Father. And he did a wonderful job. But he's coming again, because he has to collect those that have accepted him. He has to come get them out of the world. Because after he grabbed his, everything that's up is going to be destroyed. So if you think for 1 minute you got a timeline when A, B, C, D, E, F, G take place, I am a prophetess in the wilderness. And I tell you one thing. I have said we are in the midnight hour. I have told you we are walking in darkness. That is the same thing Noah was saying. Come into the ark, y'all. But the imagination of you all, or not you all, but I'm just saying as a speech, a way of speaking. Many are out there thinking that, oh, he ain't got nobody speaking on his behalf. He ain't saying nothing to us. We living it up. That's what he was saying in the New Testament, like the days of Noah, like the days of Solomon and Gomorrah. What is he talking about? How Yeshua is going to come like a thief in the night, ending it all. When he come, it is over. Because we're thinking that, oh, it's going to be this, and we can prepare for this. Even Sister Deborah just saying, I want to be in the right place. Not in the right place, because it's nowhere on earth is the right place. I want to be in a place where my mind is only stayed on him. Not in the city, not in the suburbs, not in nowhere in the counties, but where my mind is just stayed on him. You see? So when Yeshua come, my mind will be stayed on him. Because as long as you are among your own, your kin, your friends, your neighbors, and the things that pleasures your flesh, you will never know what it's like to stand and worship a higher in the spirit realm. Because you're so used to having everything around you pleasuring you one way or another. It keeping you from having your mind stayed on a higher. Because this is going to be destroyed. So we're going to have, our spirit mind is going to have to be able to cause our flesh to be obedient to our spirit. That's the way he created it anyway. He said, get your flesh under the subjection to your spirit. No one wanted to do that, even to today. So when it got to Genesis, the flesh had ruled over the spirit. And every thought and imagination was evil and wicked. And he told me to just listen. I said, Father, I did not know that. The level of violence, when you look up violence, you look up and you see wrong, and it even category of every violence that has taken place that's wicked and evil on earth. And much of that, I say 90% of that is right now going on. Sister Deborah is telling you it because she's a living prophet and not a dead one. So therefore, she has no reason to come to you and lie and make you think something is going on that ain't going on. She's about spirit and truth. She wants to give you the spirit and truth of the whole matter. Because you're going to have to stand before the Most High. And yes, my ugly face is going to flash before you. Come judgment. Because y'all going to say, mine spoken. And she spoke it as low as it can go to the minds of those who was living out the flesh. Because a lot of things he's showing me it as he has prophesied it, and showing me how he has given it to me to teach in parables as low as it can go, so one might see it and desire or thirst. So it can't go no lower than the way the Sister Deborah is giving it to you. It can't go no lower than that. So if I tell you we're in the midnight hour, you best bet we are in the midnight hour. And when is he coming? Like a thief in the what? The midnight hour. And that means wicked and evil. And that's what made him end the world. It was so much evil and wicked to every imagination of their thoughts was evil and wicked. Same thing, matching the same thing. So I, Sister Deborah, would like to say to you all, you be careful. Try reading Genesis chapter 6 and then go over to Matthews and Luke where it says the days of Noah. And if you need to read Genesis 6, chapter 7, chapter 8, searching for why is it they're saying it's going to be like the days of Noah, the coming of the Son of Man. What is it matching? What is it saying? It's not. Only part it's saying is Yeshua is coming to get his. All the other stuff is what people are going to be doing, but they were doing worse during the days of Noah when he ended. So now you see, people will not take it serious in this day because they don't realize what really caused him to end it in the days of Noah. Because the reason, that's why the Negro men come talking about, oh, it was the giants, it was the fallen angels. You a lie from the pit of hell itself. It didn't have nothing to do with giants. It has nothing to do with malevolence. It has nothing to do with fallen angels. It says men. These men has taken on Satan's characteristics. They decide to rumble with Satan's side. And the sons of men got entangled with what they saw. The sons of Yah got entangled with what they saw the sons of men doing, to where they began to do it as well. So Ahiah began to see the level of every thought was evil and wicked continually. That's what made Ahiah in the world. So back in the days of Noah, those verses does not do justice to the truth of the matter of what took place back in the days of Noah, because it doesn't expound on the level of violence, the level of wicked and evil. But then here I am telling you, showing you where it's at, showing you the light, showing you the narrow gate, showing you spirit and truth, and you still can't get it. So I, Sister Deborah, say, have yourself a beautiful morning. Shalom and shalom.